What's up, you guys? This is JALGhul for Dark Avenger Inc. Plus coming at you with another video. Now, recently I sent out a call to the entire Dark Avenger Inc. universe, Dark Avenger Inc. and Dark Avenger Inc. Plus, for my own personal mission called JALGhul's Origin Files. Now, in this mission, I told them to give their origin tale as a YouTube comic book reviewer. I had gotten this idea after having so much fun with Mike Spider Slayer's challenge of finding your favorite comic in your collection, and I was like, that was so cool, that was so much fun. Let me see if I can think of something else to kind of build off of that. And, I did a topic video on how I found Comic Uno's channel, and I gave half of my origin story. So I was like, origin story, that's it. So, I sent out the mission, and we've gotten a bunch of great responses, a bunch of great stories. I'm making a playlist on my channel, so if you're interested, head on over to my channel, check out the JALGhul Origin Files playlist, and as soon as more people post them, I'll add them onto there. And I was originally going to wait to do this, because, I called the mission. It would have been weird to do it early, but I've seen a lot of people do theirs already, so I figured, why not? This is going to be fun. So, my origin story. Well, let's take it back. That is the flashback music for cartoons and stuff, right? Some kind of harp. Just imagine it. Ooh, background gets wavy. I don't have any video editing software, so I couldn't actually do the wavy effect. Anyway, so take it back to all the way to September 2011. So, at that time, I was more into indie comics because, I don't know, I wasn't really into the big two for real. I wasn't collecting or reading much from the big two except for my core favorites. Amazing Spider-Man, Wolverine, and, of course, Batman and Green Lantern. Those are the only things I was getting from the big two. But then, my friends were like, dude, the new 52 is starting. They're gonna reboot the universe. Read Flashpoint first, though. So I read Flashpoint, and I'm like, okay, I'm good. I want to get into this new 52, but I don't really know how to start this. So I go and look up a review. I do some research, find out the first book of the new 52 is the Justice League book by Jeff Johns, art by Jim Lee. Sounds good on paper, but I was like, I need to see an opinion. So, search it on YouTube, find Comic Uno's review. Really liked it. I was really drawn to just the enthusiasm she had, and just like how into it she was, and I was like, oh, that's awesome. Alright, so I picked it up, and I liked it. But, this video isn't about my thoughts on the Justice League series. So moving on. So, after that, I'm just like, I continue watching within the comic book community for a couple months. This is on my original account, which I don't even remember what my original account was named, but I knew it had something to do with Dragon Ball Z. I think it was like Goku Fan 788, something like that, something along those lines. It has something to do with Goku and Dragon Ball Z in the username. Sorry about the glare, but the light's kind of bright. So, what had happened was, I started watching a bunch of different reviewers within the comic book community. Some of them include Mike Spider Slayer, Comics SGW, Chris, Dark Avenger C86. I had actually started watching other people like Ghost Critic, Sleepy Reader 666, Constant Bromstar, all of those guys. And like Brent said in his, I believe, it was Brent who said it. Like Brent said in his, also my origin is very much tied to Dark Avenger Inc. Because like I said, like I first saw a comic book review by watching one of Comic Uno's videos, and that's how I got interested. And I was like, huh, and then a few months later, after seeing a bunch of the different reviewers, I was like, dude, this looks like so much fun. I think I could do it, but I don't know when to start or where to start. And then I'm like, okay, Marvel Now is coming up. So fast forward, 2012, Marvel Now is about to start. So I'm like, all right, this is the perfect time. Let me make my account. And I was debating several different names. I was like, I want to use a villain from DC, which Rogue Gallery. So I started with Flash. I was like, Reverse Flash, nah. Professor Zoom, nah. Grodd, nah. I was like, okay. Moving to Superman. Metallo, nah. Toyman, nah. Lex Luthor, nah. Brainiac, nah. Then we go to Batman, and I don't know why I didn't think of Batman's Rogue Gallery at first because Batman is my all-time favorite superhero. I was originally gonna go with Mr. J, because my name's Jeremy. Mr. J, a Joker. But I was like, ah, I don't know. Everybody's hopping on the Joker bandwagon ever since Heath Ledger did that amazing performance in Dark Knight, and I'm a huge Joker fan, but I don't want people to think I'm on the bandwagon. So I'm like, okay, let me think. Who is my favorite Batman villain? And I was like, the great and powerful Ra's al Ghul. There we go, Ra's al Ghul. Alright, take the J, Al Ghul, J Al Ghul, and my name was created. So with that, we had that's how I got my name. Made my account. First thing I did was I sent a PM to Kat saying that, hey, I'm just now starting a comic book review channel. I'd appreciate it if you'd check it out. And so, maybe give me some advice. So I made a little introduction video. Kat commented and was like, can't wait to see more from your channel. And then, what happened next was another person who I was interested in their reviews was Mike Spiderslayer. So did the same thing with Mike. I PM'd to Mike, asked him for advice. Mike was really nice. He was awesome. He gave me a lot of good advice. If you guys remember or have been subscribed to my channel for a while, you guys remember how bad my lighting used to be. Now it's too bright, but before it was like, oh my god, I can't even see myself. And before I knew how to play with my webcam settings, like my webcam used to be so cracked. So after my introduction video, the first book I ever reviewed was actually the first book of Marvel Now, Uncanny Avengers. And that review, last time I checked, had like 70 something views. And basically, after I did that review, I came across Dark Avenger C86, and he had done a review on it. And so, or he had done it, covered it in his weekly reviews. And so, left a comment saying, hi, I'm new to the comic book community, just made a channel. I did a review on Uncanny Avengers 2. I'd really appreciate it if you could check it out. Let me know what you think. And actually, in these comments, somebody replied to me saying, welcome to the community. And that person was, of course, Mr. I Talk Apple, Simon. And Simon would eventually become one of my best friends here on YouTube within the comic book community. So that's how I met Simon as well. I'm basically going to tell how I met a lot of the Dark Avenger Inc. people. So pretty much after that, Chris and I keep talking in the comments. I start commenting on the live show. And I guess because Steve was was in charge of monitoring the comments, Steve checked out my channel, subscribed to me. We started talking, we started messaging, and he gave me the idea because I was like, I used to do a lot of single issue reviews, and I would just like read them all at one time, and then I'd post them one after the other. And Steve's big advice was, yeah, dude, it would be better if you just kind of spread out your time when you post your reviews. And I had this whole running joke like, nah, I'm spamming your subscription feed on purpose. And me and Steve became friends, and later on, they invited me on to come on this Google Hangout, Dark Avenger and his amazing friends. It wasn't live. It didn't go live. It was on Fridays. It was just something to do to just talk and chill. And so I came on. I got to talk to Chris and Steven for the first time, like in person. Well, as in person as video chat can get. And they were really cool people. Like I just thought, oh my god, these guys are really nice, and a lot of good advice. Because if you look back on my earlier videos, I did not have any idea on how to show art, so I just straight up talk about the comic. And so went to Mike for advice, and Mike told me, hey, if you have a smartphone, you could show images of the covers and interior art on your smartphone. So I did that for a couple videos, but then I came across one of Chris's videos, and I saw he did digital reviews too, and he had all this interior art and cover art, and I was like, hey Chris, where did you get that? And he's like, oh, that's easy, dude. Just go on the CBR page, and you can just put it in your video. I was like, oh, okay, the CBR preview pages. Why didn't I think of that? And so, that's how I got actual cover art and interior art on my channel. And then I was talking to Chris about Steve's suggestion about spreading out my time with my single issue videos, and he was like, an easier way to do it, right, is to do a weekly review show like I do. Because one thing that was frustrating me was that I would do single issue reviews of these really good independent books, but they'd get so little views because I guess people would skip over them because they like never heard of the story or anything. So it would kind of frustrate me because these are really good books. And Chris's suggestion was just do a weekly review show and put the independents first. That way, people won't skip them. And I was like, that's smart. And that is how my segment Comic Time was born, which I do every Thursday on my channel now. From there, I just kept in contact with. I got to know more comic reviewers, and I got in more contact with a lot of the other Dark Avenger Inc. members, and I kept talking to Mike, Chris, and Kat, and Simon and Steve, everybody, and then eventually, Steve actually recommended me for a project that Chris was going to planning that involved making another channel with other reviewers. And this project, of course, would later come to be known as Dark Avenger Inc. Plus. He approached me and he was like, "Yeah, I want you, Simon, Smash, Kevin, and Spider-Man 1991 to all be the founding members of this new channel, Dark Avenger Inc. Plus. It's an extension of Dark Avenger Inc." And I was like, "Hell yeah, dude, I'm on board." So, of course, I jumped on. Now I'm a part of Dark Avenger Inc. Plus, and it's awesome. Just a great group of people. Another great reviewer that's on Dark Avenger Inc. Plus, who I actually met very early on in my YouTube days, was Ben Gambit 986 or Gambit 896. I'm sorry if I reversed your numbers, Ben, but I think he was like my second or third subscriber. So yeah, all of these guys, like the five of us that were, the quote-unquote founding members, we were all brought together by Chris. We were approached. And, that's how we came about to be a part of Dark Avenger Inc. Plus. And now we have some really cool additions. The Mount Vernon kid, Chris, awesome guy. And, of course, none other than the great legend, our Daddy 95, coming at us live. And we have some new additions that I will not spoil because they're going to introduce themselves later on. Yeah, so that's pretty much my origin. Very connected to Dark Avenger Inc. I have pretty much everybody on there to thank for my origin. Because, every one of them helped me along in, a step of the way. Steve recommended me for Dark Avenger Inc. Plus. Mike gave me all this good advice. Kat gave me some good advice. Chris helped me change up my review format to make it easier. Just some, and it just goes to show, if you want to build your channel, it just takes time, patience, consistency, and communication with others just to help get your name out there. And, I think my channel is doing very well. And at first, I was just like, I'm just going to do comic reviews. But now I've moved to, comic reviews, topic videos, nerd word. If you guys remember my Walking Dead rants, I would just rant about something I didn't like about the show. That was a little something that I'd come up with while talking to Mike Spider Slayer, and we had this running joke of T-Dog Must Die. So yeah, there was that. I've just dabbled in a bunch of different things on my channel, and I'm liking how it's growing, and I'm liking how it's changing, and working with all these great people in Dark Adventure Inc. and Dark Adventure Inc. Plus has really helped me out. This YouTube thing is really fun. My advice to anybody who wants to review comics or do any type of video on YouTube, just have that passion, have that enthusiasm, and be consistent, and just be patient with it, because building a channel does take time. Well, mission complete. I completed my own mission. This is JALGhul. My origin files are done, and I look forward to seeing the rest of you guys in the Dark Adventure Inc. universe answer this mission. Until then, this is JALGhul signing off, and I will catch you later, guys. Bye.